You're listening to Ho to CEO.
Welcome back to the conversation bench.
Yeah, so we typically go for nice long walks on the beach.
Yeah, we go for romantic walks on the beach, but today we decided to do a romantic sit in the park.
Yeah, we want to have a nice little sit in the park. We want to talk to you guys about your shitty fucking habits.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, when I remember we both read the book Atomic Habits, which was huge. Was that from 75 Hard, or why did you end up reading that book?
I think it was during 75 Hard, but I think also Indistractable was the
Indistractable.
Other one. I think I had definitely had some takeaways from both. The really, really big one that I feel like still stuck with me to this day is like having accessibility to whatever you want to do more of.
Oh, right.
So like, for instance, if you want to drink more water, you'll be way more successful making sure that happens if you constantly have water all around you.
True.
Like if it's really easy for you to access a bottle of water or a fucking water filter or whatever, versus like if you just have bad shit laying around, like you have snacks laying around or like...
Don't keep it in front of your face or in your house. That's my big thing. Like I don't keep certain food items in my house because I know I will go for it.
Yeah.
So like there's no way it can be in my house, and it's not like it's a bad food. It's just I know I will go for that before anything else that's actually going to be beneficial for me.
Yeah.
So the water thing, huge. Like I keep a water bottle at my desk, by my bed, like a car for sure. I have like a bunch of water in my car. I should probably clean my car.
Even just even just like vitamins. Like I take a lot of vitamins, and I know that if I put them away in my cupboard, even though it looks so much nicer and so much cleaner on my counter, but if I put them away, I literally stop taking them. Like it's just a thing.
Yeah.
But when they're in my face, and I think the book talked about that too. Like if you're trying to take more supplements of any kind, just having them next to your like toothbrush, for example. So it's just like a habit, because every morning and every night you're brushing your teeth. Obviously, if it's there, it's way more top of mind to actually do that. I feel like you're more recently doing this stuff.
Yeah. I did read Atomic Habits, and I'd love to read it again. I don't know why people aren't open to rereading books, because I think it's huge. Like, because you're in a certain mindset when you read it the first time, when you read it the second time. I took a lot away from it. Indistractable, I'm in the midst of reading.
Yeah.
Love it so far. Oh my God.
There's so much good shit in that book. Like this is something that I think I took away from one of the books. I love a clean space when it comes to work. And for me, that also means a clean phone screen and a clean desktop, for example. Like it gives me the ick when I see people's desktop screens on their computer and it has a bunch of shit on it. I'm just like, ew.
Yeah.
Like that to me is the same as like when you walk into someone's office and their whole desk is covered in fucking paper and just shit.
Yeah.
But with my phone, it's like so clean. Like I have like no apps really on my main screen. Like all my apps are in that thing where you search, and I have no social media apps on any of my phone screens. I have all my notifications off for all my social media apps. And I think I took all of that away from those books that I read back then, because it was like every time your phone prompts you to like, go look at this, or this person posted this, or this is like, look at these 50 things that you might like today. It's like every single time you kind of have to consciously be like, no, like, and if you just cave, then you're down the like rabbit hole of just like being distracted and on your phone and on social media. And so I think turning my notifications off has been like a game changer for me, because I just don't feel like I have any pressure to check the social media, and not even seeing like Instagram, Facebook. Like I just don't even see them. I'm like, the shit that's on my home screen is literally like photos, like messages and emails, like for work.
Damn, because I have mine like nicely organized, but I think I'm not even at that part in the book yet, if that's in the book.
I don't even know if that was in the book, but I've just always done that.
I'm like, that's a great fucking idea. I should just delete it, because you can search it. It just doesn't need to be in your face.
Yeah.
That's all it is, right? So
yeah. And also, well, I know this was in the book for sure. One of the two books, I think it was Indistractable, was like having a minimal wallpaper.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like minimizing everything that kind of distracts your mind on a regular basis, especially when it comes to your work space, whatever it may be. Obviously, if you work online a lot or virtually, like your literal screen counts.
Yeah, it's true.
As your workspace. I think organization is so huge. And I think that's one of the things that does come up in both of those books, because it basically says like the more mess you have, the more likely you are to be distracted. So just like
reduce the mess in your life.
Reduce the mess in your life from all angles. I feel like you have good habits. You eat well and you go work out every day. Like, how do you feel like you're able to do that?
Yeah, well, it's literally you have to force yourself. I don't even know how to like when someone asks me like how you built that habit, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying to me right now because I just fucking force myself to do it and like be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people grew up not being forced to go out of their comfort zone. So I can tell how someone was raised by like the lack of like try, if you will.
Yeah.
And if it's that bad, you'll make a shift to change it.
Yeah.
So when I notice something slipping, I'm like, okay, fucking turn this ship around and I dial back in.
Yeah.
For me personally, it is just a level of recognizing the problem. Okay, this is going to solve it. Period. End of story. And just do it. I'm uncomfortable and I don't want to do. I don't want to wake up at fucking 4:45 and go to the gym, but I have to in order to have enough time to be ready for work and all these things. So organize and just forcing yourself to do the uncomfortable.
I really believe the more hardcore you go about like whatever challenge or habits you're trying to change, the harder it's going to be for you to actually stick with it. So for me, like if I was eating super unhealthy, for example, and I wanted to do some sort of diet, I feel like it's better to do something more like, okay, I'm going to stop eating junk food because I have a bad habit of eating junk food versus going from I'm eating all this shitty food and I'm going to cut out everything.
Yeah, you got to do it
because
bit
you're
by
just
bit.
not going to be able to stick to that long term. There's always going to be this feeling of like, I can't wait till this is over so I can just binge again.
Yeah.
And then the moment you do, you're back into your shitty habits. And I really believe it's the same with the gym. Like, I think if you go from not working out at all to doing it 7 days a week, it's so hard to maintain that long term because you're always just like, oh, like I can't wait to get a break. And the moment you give yourself a break,
you don't want to go back.
Yeah, you just slip. You know, instead of saying like a workout means I have to fucking burn 1,000 calories, like if you're doing nothing right now, then a workout is literally anything else.
Yeah, anything but
Like,
sitting on your ass.
If you just get outside and go for a walk, you're doing more than you would otherwise.
Yeah.
And that's so much easier to tackle.
Right.
To change your habits.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, especially, well, with the 75 Hard program, a lot of people, as you mentioned, just pretty much went back to their old habits. Like that's how it always happens because you're just so hard on one thing. I even struggled with that. I'm either all in or all out.
Yeah.
And you had to find a happy medium of, okay, like this is sustainable.
Yeah, like what's something that I can do for the rest of my life? Like there's no end to this challenge.
Right.
I always think about like, what kind of person do I want to be? Like if I was my best self,
what would they be doing?
Yeah. Would I be doing everything that I do today? Or are there definitely things that I would think my best self wouldn't be doing?
Yeah. Well, I read this thing once where it's like you want to be doing things that like future you would be like stoked about as well as like younger you looking at you. So younger me would look at me and go, damn, she's killing it. But future me would also be like, you can do better.
Yeah.
So it's always trying to level up a little bit.
I feel like a lot of people very easily can see their dream life, but they don't take any action and they just hope that because they're visualizing it and that they're manifesting it. And it's like, I 1,000% believe in manifestation. And I feel like I've manifested everything in my life, but I also know that I've always put action behind the things that matter to me the most.
Yeah, it's not going to move without any action. And that's the biggest thing about manifestation.
I think the thing with manifestation is if you believe that it will happen and you believe in yourself, then these things will come into your life as opportunities, in my opinion. And I think that's what a lot of people get wrong is like, they're not just going to literally, like your success is not just going to manifest
your car
in your
is not
life,
just popping up outside.
but you're going to get the opportunity to say yes to something. And I think that's where a lot of people back down because they're just like, that's
scared.
Uncomfortable. Or like, that's like, I've never done that before. I don't want to be judged or I don't want, whatever. I'm not sure if I'm ready. And then that's just it. Like
the opportunities pass.
That's the opportunity where you're now holding yourself back and basically working against whatever you're manifesting or envisioning for your life, right?
Even when you're mentioning, okay, let's say, the vision board thing, right? And it is such a big goal. Like that house, that life, whatever it might be. And let's say you're living at your parents, you don't have your dream job, you're not in the space financially, you don't have the partner, whatever, you're so far from it.
Yeah.
But it's not like that can't happen. But people look at it and get overwhelmed and therefore it leaves them frozen in time.
Yeah.
So just even like the one step you're talking about, I look at it as day one. Forget what book I read that in, but it's always day one, not one day. I'm pretty sure it's like Ed Milet or something, or probably Tony fucking Robbins, who knows. But one of those guys said it's always day one. And so you wake up and that person who you want to become and emulate, you do what they would do that day and go to bed. Just focus on the day.
Yeah.
And then you wake up, you're like, okay, day one again. Like, here we go. In terms of pivoting your shitty habits, it takes time. And I think a lot of people, they fuck up one time and they just call it quits. So it's just a matter of, okay, acknowledging the fact you fucked up, whatever. It's not even a fuck up. It's you're pivoting to better habits anyway. So just give yourself some grace when you're like learning something new and trying to pivot your life. Like, it's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah. For example, with 75 Hard, because you got into this new routine that you'd never been in before in your life and you really pushed yourself mentally, I think it really rewires your brain to have a higher expectation of yourself going forward. So even if you did drop back into shittier habits than you were doing during the challenge, which obviously everybody did, you still would have never dropped as low as when you started.
Yep.
Because
you can always pinpoint it.
Like a piece of shit.
I literally remember being like, I will never be a piece of shit again.
Yeah. Like and
that
still
was
to this day,
moment.
I know when I'm being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I am fully aware. And that's why I feel like I have an easier time staying on track with my goals or my habits, because I'm so in tune with what piece of shit me looks like and what amazing me looks like.
Yeah.
And it's impossible, in my opinion, to be your best self every day. Like, I just...
No, you can't.
I don't know, like... There's just no fucking way.
Especially as a woman, I was
just going to say that, but I was
we
like,
are
I'm not
4 different bitches every month.
I'm not going to make excuses for us, but it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
These men have no idea how good they got it.
Yeah, literally. I was just talking to our nail tech about this yesterday. I was like, fuck, I just always like wish that I felt as good as I do during that one time during my cycle where I'm like, I have so much energy. I'm in the best mood. Like,
the man.
I'm going to fucking take the world on.
Yeah.
And then 2
if
weeks
I felt
later,
like that 24/7.
Oh my God, I would be a billionaire probably. Because Jesus Christ, I got like one fucking really solid week where I can do all the things a man can do 4 weeks out of the month. Like, get fucked. But they absolutely just piss it away anyway because they're useless.
And we're back.
Fuck, man. Just kidding.
There's none around, right? We are in a forest. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, they're going to pop out.
Oh my God, Bundy? Like... Is there like one habit you think you were able to develop that was the most pivotal?
Yeah, I think I'm almost like, I'm like afraid to say this because I feel like it's going to sound so like hippie fucking woo-hoo, but it's like literally listening to my intuition.
Okay. I love that.
I would always get a feeling or know kind of what the read was of the situation, but I used to just say like, don't be crazy and just listen to your gut. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I need to see facts.
You would like gaslight yourself.
Yeah, I would gaslight myself that my intuition was wrong. And I feel like in the last 5 years, that's definitely something that I've personally worked on. And I feel like now I'm so much better at it to the point where like I'm in tune with how I'm feeling with every single decision I make during the day. And it could be anything. But like, you know, it's just like we do so much shit in a day. Like there's probably chores that you have to do at the house. There's people that you have to see. Like there's friends you got to get together with. There's things you got to do for work. And then there's things you got to drive out and do, like go shopping for something or whatever. And sometimes I'm just like, this is why I say it sounds kind of like hippie, because I'm like, I don't feel like I'm in alignment with this task in this moment.
But you know you can do it at some point when you are in alignment.
Yes, but I'm like, and I'll get it done. I'm not worried, but I just know that right now is not the time to do this. So I'm actually just going to do this instead because I don't feel like I want to do it, but not from like a lazy place, just from a place of like, I'm not inspired to do this right now.
Okay. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, weird. I guess I'm fortunate enough that I have so many things going on from a career level that I get to kind of pick and choose the tasks that I do want to do. And I do feel more inspired and more pulled to do certain things certain days. Like certain days I'm like, I really want to focus on my AI projects, and certain days I really want to work on my trucking company. Like, it just depends. I kind of wake up and I'm like, I'm pulled in this direction, and I actually listen to that and do that. Nice. And I don't think I would have done that 5 years ago. I feel like I would have just been like, well, it is what it is. I gotta just push through and be miserable. Almost.
Force it.
Like force it.
Yeah.
I don't like forcing things anymore. I feel like I'm a lot more in tune with just what needs to come right now. What
Okay.
about you? What do you feel like has been your most pivotal habit in the last 5 years?
I thought I had the ability to lock in. Like I did not have the ability to lock in because I was like, it was forced. I grew up being forced to do a lot and like I was on autopilot.
Yeah.
And the ability to just lock in and do what I need to do and do what I want in the moment. I really pivoted, built that habit out of I'm doing what I want right now and locking the fuck in. And it's like a switch. I can just decide like today, flip that switch on and it's fucking on.
And you're just like on fucking like turbo mode or
like
what?
Turbo mode.
Like you're just like on beast mode, literally.
Like beast mode. Even today I was like, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. And like after this, I'm gonna go do that when I get back. Like I feel like I just flicked it on for today.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it. And then
you
I
feel like in
just
the
turn
past
it on
you
and
were
off.
just a lot more like distracted.
Very distracted, very autopilot. Honestly, like autopilot, distracted as fuck. And not really inspired.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think too.
So-
Like I think that's such a huge thing. I think if you really want to build good habits and become the person that you dream of being, you have to find inspiration in what you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you're not inspired by the things you're doing,
You need to be inspired by your future.
you're probably doing the wrong thing.
Exactly.
Literally. And like obviously some things aren't like laundry is not inspiring. However, you know what is inspiring? Like the perfect version of me has a super clean and organized house and
Mhm.
all of her towels are perfect. They're all
Ugh.
white and sparkling. And so that's my inspiration to do my fucking laundry or
Yeah.
organize my towels. You know, is like it's because I want to be that person.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think it's like even just finding inspiration in the little things.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah.
Fucking mic drop. It's true.
Mic drop.
What's a habit that you want to build on this year?
Just finding a really good rhythm with my health where I'm never having to really fluctuate my health related habits.
Okay. So you're not kind of like, oh, all in, all out, that type of vibe. Like you're
Yeah.
just, okay.
I know we've talked about
Mhm.
that a lot with you. Like you always say like I'm like either like psycho like
Fit fam.
fitness or I'm just like a degenerate.
Literally one or the other. There's
It's like
no
it's like I
between.
can't like find this happy medium. And so I think I still would like to get better at finding a really sustainable health plan for myself when it comes to supplements, skincare, hair care, the gym, drinking water. Like I am not where I want to be with that yet. And I feel like lately I've been really focusing on that because it is really important to me. So finding ways to do that. Like I was telling you the other day, I get like fucking vanilla Greek yogurt because that's what I put my pills in because it tastes delicious and that makes it easier for me to sustain that habit.
It's a good tip.
But you know,
I started doing that. Thank you. It's literally such a good tip because I hate taking pills.
yeah, like fuck. I'm like, I got to take like 15 supplements. Like who wants to do that? Nobody wants to swallow 15 pills every day. And so I'm like, well, how can I make this fun? You know? So I think just having that mindset towards all my health habits is how do I make it fun? Like how do I make my workouts fun? Like I've told you before,
Yeah.
I love walking and hiking. And so it's like, why don't I just pressure myself to do more of that? Because
Yeah.
I actually enjoy it.
Yeah. The shit you like that'll give you that end result.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you? What are you focusing on this year?
Fucking getting even more organized. I did a lot last year, but I am not even close still to where I want to be. I want to time block like a fucking boss.
Ugh,
I
I
am
know.
so bad because I get
I'm
ADHD
so bad with time
fucking.
blocking. No, me too.
And I get like so hype on one thing, but it's
Yeah.
like this is gonna falter if I don't pivot
Yeah.
right now. And there's so many things I'm doing
Yeah.
right now that I'm
Yeah.
like fucking time blocking is gonna
Yeah.
be my bitch this year. I will make it my
yeah.
bitch. Like that'll be my big habit.
No. Oh, yeah, I agree with you. That's such a good habit. I think I really need to be better at it as well. Okay, you hoes.
I guess it's time for us to go.
Thank you so much for joining us in the forest this week, and we will see you next Friday.
Bye.
With a special guest.
Oh my goodness, she doesn't
Who's it
even
gonna
know.
be? Yeah, we're surprising her.